all slippery. He can't remember when he last had sex. Today, he is going to do something about this.
Isn't it a lovely day?
Where are you?
Really, though? Doesn't it just make you want to, you know? I mean, I've got the whole day off, and I just feel like getting down to some... You're dressed?
Yeah.
That must be the world record for getting dressed.
I'm late for work. Also, you looked as though you were up for it.
You know, it's extraordinary. I sometimes think that men and women move at completely different speeds. And I wander around all sort of wrapped up in my own little world, and meanwhile, you've probably made an omelette or something. Estelle?
What?
Can we just...
Just what? Have sex in the street?
I'll be right down.
No, Rory and I have got to go to work.
We have to talk about food. Maybe she is in a different time-space continuum. Maybe she's already in her office drinking coffee. Ah, now you see, that's weird, because you're both outside the door.
It's not the only thing that's weird around here.
I've forgotten my car radio and he's forgotten his woolly hat.
Woolly hat?
Yeah, woolly hat. You need a woolly hat when you work with homeless people. Helps you to blend in.
And you need a car radio when you work in...
Haven't got a clue, have you?
Oh, I have. I know that Rory works for a charity called...
Side Street.
I knew that.
Paul, for God's sake.
Do you fancy staying in tonight? I could cook. I could do wood-roasted ptarmigan. Do we have any wood? Can we have dinner?
Buffy! Here, Buffy, here! Give it here, Buffy! Give me Paul's towel at once, Buffy! At once, do you hear? I'll ask you just one more time, and then I will become really angry! I'm so sorry.
Not a problem.
He's only 9 months, you see.
Could I borrow your newspaper?
It's today's.
Fair enough.
Buffy!
I'm completely naked.
He's naked!
Oh, it's okay! It's okay! It's okay that I'm naked. It's all right. I am no longer naked. I am no longer naked. Okay, I have trousers. She's still in there?
Yep.
She's always in there.
Paul, she lives here now. With Dan? You have to wear clothes all of the time. It's not safe.
Why aren't you at school?
Waiting for the post. I'm expecting a parcel.
No, it's all right. It's all right. I have trousers. I have trousers.
Do
Do I really spend too much time in the bathroom?
Not at all.
Thanks.
You're welcome. What is that? Is that drugs?
No.
It's drugs, isn't it? You've been sent drugs.
No, Father. Wish I had. I have to go out and buy them like everyone else.
Why aren't you at school?
Study leave. All I've got to do is watch some stupid documentary about seals.
What are you doing tonight?
What are you doing tonight?
I shall be cooking an intimate supper for your mum and me. So perhaps you care to go and dine with your drug dealer.
Oh, no, that's disgusting. You want to have sex with my mum?
Ugh, this is gross. The big book of erotic food. What kind of tragic pervert needs to buy a book like this?
Papa, he left home today and said he ain't coming back again. He said he ain't gonna be
I've got a message from Dad.
just 'cause Mama's got a special.
Wants to know what I'm doing this evening. He's going on about cooking you a quiet dinner. What on earth does he want?
I've got a good idea what he might want. Good luck, darling. The first day is always the worst.
Thanks, Mum.
I was thinking about the first time I took you to school. You were bawling your head off the whole way there. You were only...
Mum, I'll be okay.
Are you all right about Dan and Laura?
Yeah, I just don't think Laura and I were really right for each other.
Are Laura and Dan all right for each other?
Oh, Dan's right for Laura. And Amy, and Eleanor, and Sarah Jane, or Rebecca Frawley.
That girl who was sick on Joe Plately's wife.
Carol Ann.
Carol Ann. You're just too nice for this world, Rory.
Hello?
Paul. Surinder, look, I know it's your day off, but Pilfrey hasn't turned up. So if you wouldn't mind coming in?
Yeah, of course I wouldn't mind. But listen, Surinder, I do have to be away by the end of the morning. Cooking a bit of a special dinner for Estelle, just the two of us. Because, you know, Surinder, I've been thinking really hard about this. You know, there are some people who have sex 3 times a week, and they feel pretty chuffed about it. And then there are some people who have it once a month, and they feel slightly less chuffed about it. And then there are some people who only have sex once every 6 months, and they feel really quite down about it. But, you know, Surinder, it may be that I only have sex once a year.
So why do you sound so cheerful about it?
Because tonight's the night.
Hello, gorgeous. Oh, have I gone too far?
No, not at all.
Well, we have our first customer of the day. I spoke to him, but it turns out he very much wants to talk to you.
Oh. Jesus! It's my husband's partner.
I rather gathered Paul was straight.
Ronnie Pilfrey, Dr. Ronnie Pilfrey. He's the most disgusting little creep I've ever met in my life.
Oh, he's all yours then.
Daniel, I know you're in there, and I know that Laura's in there with you, and that's fine. That's completely your affair. I just, you know, shouldn't we think about Rory for a moment? Hold on. Although it'll probably be for you. No one calls for me these days. All I seem to do is answer the door to young women in short skirts who flash their belly buttons at me in a completely... Lovely. Just checking. How can I help?
You must be Paul, Dan's dad. I'm Dan's girlfriend, Lucy, Laura's sister. I've been in Thailand for like a year, but I'm back. He said I could stay over.
Did he, Bejavis?
Oh, you're just as he described you.
Well, do come in. Oh, here, let me take that off. So, how did he describe me?
Oh, in detail. So where is my lovely Dan?
He went out. And then he came back. Edwin? Edwin? Right, well, what about a cup of tea?
No, I think I'll just go straight up.
Oh, no, you don't want to do that. Edwin! Hi. Edwin, this is Lucy, Daniel's girlfriend, Laura's sister. She's just back from Thailand. She's here to see Daniel, who is, as we speak, in bed with...
Flu.
Right, which...
You don't want to catch.
No, you don't, no. I'm a doctor. Did Daniel tell you that?
Oh, poor Dan.
He's listless. Completely listless.
He is.
It's like another spirit's come down and invaded his body.
Edwin, come and give me a hand.
Well, would I, like, catch it if I just stood by the door?
No idea.
But you're a doctor?
Yes, I am a doctor, yes. But, you know, we doctors, we make a big show of competence as far as disease is concerned.
Yeah, Daniel said.
Did he really? Get that Laura out of his room. What do you think he's doing with all those women? The boy's sex mad.
Can't think where he gets that from.
Oh my God, is that Laura?
Yes, it is. It is your sister. Yes. Who, as you probably know, is staying here. Because, you see, she's going out with...
Rory. She's probably in his room right now.
Indeed. In fact, Edwin, why don't you go and tell her that her sister is on the premises?
Why don't I?
So, which is better, the north or the south of Thailand?
Hey, Rory's bedroom, now.
What?
You gotta go to Rory's bedroom now.
Why?
Because you're living with him.
Wait.
Come on.
Edwin, what's going on?
Moving.
Laura! Lucy! Hey! Oh! Wow. Wow. You look fantastic.
Oh, yeah, you too. Oh my God. How's Rory?
Right. Yeah. See, Laura, we've just been downstairs telling Luce how you've been living here with
Rory.
Yeah, right.
And now we find you on your way to his room, which is just here.
How was Thailand?
Great. Oh, and poor Dan has flu.
Does he?
Mm-hmm. See, she doesn't even know that Dan's got flu. That's how little she has to do with him, because she's going out with Rory, you see, so obviously she tends to stick with Rory.
And Daniel's room would be...
I'll tell him you're here.
Daniel? Ha! Look who it is! Ha ha! Oh my goodness, what's that doing here? Daniel, it's my wife's night dress. So, it's Lucy, you remember Lucy?
Of course. Hi, Luce. How was Thailand?
What's Laura's teddy doing on your bed?
I put that there. So, Dan, did you know Lucy was coming? Did you tell Daniel you were coming, or did you want it to be a surprise?
So how are you feeling then? Because you look fine.
Oh, I don't know.
I am fine.
Well. Ooh, and Laura's fine too, is she? Huh? Is Laura fine too? Is that why you keep mentioning her in your emails?
Really? What does he say?
Oh, he's always going on about how beautiful your skin is.
Well, Edwin, I think we might leave these three together, don't you?
Yeah, I think I might go to school, mate.
Yeah, me too.
No, stick around.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We'll leave you alone with your two friends, and you can have a long chat about things in general.
Are you Rory? Hi. Hi. Welcome to Side Street. This is Bolt. Alec. Oh, this is Raz. Maz. Chaz. And... Baz. Hiding in the back there.
Are they all, homeless?
No. They all work here. See, it's their job to actually go out and find young homeless people and bring them back into the centre.
Have they found any?
Yeah, me. I'm Kevin.
Hi.
Those for number 17?
That one's slippery.
Yes.
This one got damage in transit, I'm afraid.
Wow, that's pretty bad, isn't it? There could be delicate things in here. Yes, these aren't actually for me.
Edwin Slippery.
Yeah, but, I'm not Edwin Slippery. He's my son, you see. I just wanted to see what was in this parcel. Thought it might be drugs.
Oh.
But it isn't, which is obviously a relief.
Sign here, please.
With a...
Thank you.
Penis enlargement cream, anyone?
Okay. I'm shagging her. Let's talk about it.
Is there much to talk about? Do you think I might learn something? Bitch!
We specialise in medical placements, as you know.
That was one of the reasons I approached this particular agency, to handle my talent. The other was, you. Paul let it slip that you worked here, and I thought, you know, hey.
Hey.
Paul must be very threatened by your job.
Oh, do you think?
One attractive woman like you to own the world with a lot of very sexually attractive men eyeing you up and making risque propositions like, what you doing for lunch?
I usually have a sandwich in the office.
Is a sandwich in the office enough for a beautiful and dynamic woman like you?
Have an apple sometimes. Would you excuse me for one moment? He's coming on to me. What do I do?
Say you're gay. That's what I used to do.
But you are gay.
So I am. You could be gay.
Oh, do you think?
Be nice to him. Duquesne Pharmaceuticals are prepared to pay a fortune for the little brat.
What's this?
I'll tell you what this is. My youngest son has just ordered this from a sex supermarket in Wolverhampton, where I intend to return it forthwith. I mean, what is the matter with this country? Young man pays good money for some honest pornography, and what he gets is The Science of Loving by Dr. Christian Den Haag. I ask you, who wants to hear a doctor banging on about sex?
Try me.
Oh, my God.
Paul?
Prowick. Who's Prowick? Prowick is the father of both of Dan's girlfriends. I cannot see him, Surinder. You'll have to see him.
My name is Prowick.
Hey?
Mr. Prowick. P-R-O-E-K.
And which doctor are you down to see?
Dr. Pilfrey.
Dr. Pilfrey usually comes up behind me and sort of lays his hands on me. Sometimes he lays his hands on my tummy, and sometimes he lays his hands on my thighs. And sometimes he lays his hands on my...
Yes. What exactly is your complaint?
My complaint is that Dr. Pilfrey is not here, and I want him to lay his hands on me.
Right.
Are you making a note of my symptoms?
Not exactly, no. Well, you haven't told me what they are yet. No, this just says ricotta cheese, smoked eel, and hard-boiled egg. What are your symptoms?
I feel this overwhelming sense of impending doom. Dr. Pilfrey usually gives me Streptomycin. He gave me Streptomycin when I had the scaly thing on my arm and my hair went all strange. It's free.
Right. Well, if Dr. Pilfrey gave you Streptomycin, then Streptomycin you shall have. Have lots and lots and lots of Streptomycin. Although, before we go cheerfully prescribing it, I think we probably ought to find out what the drug is.
Dr. Pilfrey swears by it.
Does he?
Dr. Pilfrey put me on Streptomycin for my depression.
Genital warts. He gives me Streptomycin.
Dr. Pilfrey gave it to me. Dipto or something.
Streptomycin?
That's the one.
If it's not in Featherwells, that means it's only come on the market in the last 6 months. Unless it's a drug that Pilfrey's testing. I mean, he's dishing them out like Smarties.
Pilfrey's a competent doctor, Paul. Well, reasonably competent. Mr. Proack, please. Room 3, Mr. Proack.
Serinda, have you gone mad? I said no Proack. I'm not here.
Hello there, Mr. Proack. Do take a seat.
Take a seat? I have not taken a seat for 3 days.
What's the problem, Mr. Proack?
I need a man.
Don't we all?
I need to see a male doctor. I have a very intimate complaint.
I quite understand. I will try and find you a male doctor.
Serinda, I cannot see this man.
Paul, you can't just go out and...
It is to do with my bottom.
My son is shagging both his daughters.
I need to see a male doctor urgently.
All right. Give him my mobile number, but don't tell him my name. Right, I'm going shopping.
The great thing about Streptomycin is that it can be used for such a wide variety of complaints. We found it has a very good effect on headaches and, although we're not sure why, when used as a cream on warts, athlete's foot, and certain kinds of scrofula. As a spray, it has a remarkable effect. I'm using it to manage some kinds of psychiatric disorders such as schizophrenia, and I'm pretty sure it helps you to go to sleep as well, if you take enough of it. That's enough about me. What about you?
Me?
How are you and Paul? Is he coping? Would he be threatened if he knew that you and I were face to face, with our knees touching under the table?
They're not.
Isn't Paul going through a midlife crisis of some kind at the moment? And when our intimate lunch, further undermine his masculinity in terms of the fact that, and I speak here, Estelle, as a colleague who, though not a close friend, does keep his ear to the ground and to the door. Well, as it were, you know, without obviously eavesdropping as such. The fact that he cannot remember when he last had sex.
Yes, he's working on that.
Hello? This is Dr. Christian Den Haag speaking. How may I help?
Dr. Den Haag, my name is Prek. I have a very intimate problem.
Paul is losing control. As your wee ones grow up and away from the nest, he's losing control as a father. He's losing status as a doctor.
Mr. Proack, I have to tell you that we Dutch are naturally very calm and undisturbed by all the intimate problems that Mother Nature throws in our directions.
But most importantly, he's losing his role as hunter-gatherer as you go out into the world and take lunch with dynamic men like me.
Dr. Pilfrey, will you please take your hand off mine?
I am not the sort of doctor who is liable to say, Jesus!
Hello?
You feel if Paul could see us now, he'd get the wrong end of the stick, and that frightens you, because it's the right end of the stick.
Dr. Pilfrey, whatever you might think about Paul, he is not a desperately jealous, insecure parody of a husband who follows his wife around.
Pilfrey! Pilfrey, I will kill you, I swear it! Get out of here and fight like a man, you little worm! Pilfrey!
Paul, get a grip.
What are you doing here?
Just calm down.
Well, I'm sorry, but this man is supposed to be in a surgery healing the sick, and I'm swanning around Italian restaurants buying lunch for my wife.
Actually, I bought him lunch. Dr. Pilfrey is a client of ours.
We are here to discuss my move to Duquesne Pharmaceuticals to work on the Streptomycin account. And may I say, Paul, if you had bothered to consult the practice diary before barging into here and making a scene, you would know I'm not in today. I'm not supposed to be in today.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. I know the timetable. It's in my laptop. It's on my palm top. It's in my brain.
Bollocks.
Oh, shh. Look, I loathe the little creep even more than you do. But this is business. Darling, try and remember all those years when you were the only one working. And I supported you and I listened to all your troubles. All I'm asking is for you to do the same for me right now. Please.
Do you think we'll have sex tonight?
It is possible.
And if we do, will I remember it?
I shall endeavour to make it really, really memorable.
I'll see you later. And remember, I'm cooking tonight. Hello, this is Dr. Christian Den Haag. I'm afraid that I'm perhaps abroad or away from my desk at the moment. Please leave a sexy message after the beep and I will call you back. Hasta la vista, as we say in Amsterdam. Beep.
Are you in despair?
No. I feel a bit weird. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Join the club.
How long have you been here?
3 months. You're not supposed to stay more than 4 weeks.
You know, I've got the feeling you and I've met somewhere before.
You were at Cranwell School. I didn't like to say.
I was.
You're slippery. You were in Macbeth.
You're Kevin Marshall. You were Macbeth. You were really good. What happened?
I got depressed. But still am depressed. This is the nearest I've got to being happy. But time's up. They say I've got to go.
Hey, Luce. How are you doing?
Calling Dad.
Oh, really? Oh, do you think he should know about this?
Maybe we should talk, Luce.
Yeah, definitely.
Please. As if I'm going to tell him anything about this.
Oh, cool. Well, either way. Do you want us to...
Dad, hi. It's me. Oh, no, I just got in. No, I'm fine. How's Mum? Oh, no, I just popped in on Daniel, and now I'm on my way home. Laura's been sleeping with Daniel!
What? Stay right where you are. Where are you? And he's there with you, is he? Now listen to me, Lucy, my sweet girl. I am a pest control operative. And I deal with people like Daniel Slippery for a living.
Hello, I'm wondering...
Just a moment, sir. I'm adjusting a crown. There, you see? Pincers overlapping. It's not rocket science. Off you go. Sorry for the hold-up, sir. How can I help you?
I was wondering if you had any oysters.
Well, if I don't, you're out of luck, sir. It's all internet cafes around here at the moment. Don't know how they pay the rent.
Right. Right. Because I'm trying to make something called bivalve burst, and apparently you need 2 dozen oysters and a pint of sherry.
Uh-huh. Are we talking about the big book of erotic food, by any chance?
Do you know it?
Inside out, if you take my meaning. No, my brother-in-law submitted a recipe for the publishers, pornographic, which we all enjoyed. But they said it had too much garlic for the average reader. So, did you have a special lady in mind, sir?
My wife.
As you wish, sir.
No, it really is my wife.
No, please, sir, I understand.
No, it actually is my wife.
Sir, I sell fish. I leave judging to others. Sea bream has a powerful aphrodisiac effect, they tell me, sir. And shark has enormous erotic potential in the right hands. Can I interest you in some shark, sir, for the wife?
Excuse me. Hello, this is Christian Den Haag.
Hello.
Ah, Mr. Preg. I'm so glad you're calling again.
I'm on my way to Wimbledon. There's something of a family crisis at the moment.
Well, I don't think that you should be going anywhere at the moment with your very bad problem. Tell me about it.
Would you like some water, sir? I can easily send one of the girls.
I'm having a pain in a part of my body which is rather difficult to mention in this environment.
Speak freely, Mr. Proek.
What is the opposite of top?
The opposite of top, the opposite of top. What is the opposite of top?
I believe you're groping for bottom there, sir.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. So, just the oysters then?
Yes, Mr. Proek. So, you have a problem in your bottom. Tell me whereabouts it is located, this problem on your bottom.
When I say don't mention it, I mean do not mention it, please.
It is adjacent to my actual rear.
Good. So it's next to your rear opening on your bottom, Mr. Proek. Now, I want you to do something. I want you to take a firm hold of your buttocks and reach into the cleft.
Right, that's it.
And I want you to palpate this thing. I want you to give it a good hard squeeze.
Kindly pay for your purchase and leave.
Mr. Proek, I have to call you back. Is there a problem?
I can take a bottom, I can even swallow buttocks, but I draw the line at cleft.
Oh, I see. So, sniggering about adultery and sexual innuendo, that's all fine. But mentioning a part of the body that we all share, that can't be done in a polite society, is that right? I mean, what is the matter with this country? You've got a bottom, I've got a bottom, fish have got bottoms, sort of.
Please, sir, don't drag the fish into this, into your ugly world. This country was built on fish. The great crowds of cod and whiting, the gurnard, the fork-bearded lamprey, the Whitstable eel, that has the tact to make just once every 3 years, yes. With respect, sir, you know nothing of fish. I hope your erotic meal chokes you, sir. Yes, you and the one for whom it's intended. For the record, I think you've got more chance of making it with a thornback ray than with another human being this or any other evening.
Fair point. Keep the change.
Next, please.
Look, I'm a person who takes relationships very seriously. I'm not just some callow, sexist student. I'm Daniel Slippery. I want to be here for both of you. And I'm not just into sex.
Sex! Sex, 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 sex. You may well talk about sex. While you lot have been lounging around in here, a man has left 3 dozen inflatable women and a year's supply of penis enlargement cream, which I've been forced to carry around in the back of my car.
Edwin, can you deal with this, please?
Yes, Edwin, can you deal with this?
They're all intended for personal use. It's just over-ordered.
Look, I've got less than 4 hours to make bivalve burst, crotch of John Dory, and proud banana with whipped cream. There are dildos in this parcel. I ask you, dildos.
I never asked for dildos.
Do you mind? We are trying to discuss our relationship.
We being?
Me and Lucy. And Laura.
And how does he fit into this?
I'm helping.
You should be at school. If you want to know what I think, and you probably don't, I have a bit of a problem with chaps who go around pinching other chaps' girlfriends. And why is it, and I merely ask this as a question, why is it that while you girls are discussing a relationship with this fink, Rory's left out of it? It has nothing to do with me, of course. I'm just his father, and his father.
Are you my father?
Hello? Surinder, hi.
As far as I can make out, Dreptomycin was only phase 1 tested in the US on mental patients and death row prisoners. Anyway, the results are interesting.
Bloody hell, Surinder. Look, hold on a second. Come on, out, 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 you lot. Come on. And take this stuff with you. Look, I'm going to look into this. I'll call you later, all right?
I do not want you here while I make toffee thong.
Is that toffee thong?
No, it's proud banana.
I think it's having a crisis of confidence, fella.
Will you please leave?
Yes.
Hello, this is... Mr. Prick!
No, this is a very good time. Yes, I'm just waiting for my connection to wherever it is that I'm going.
Oh, not in the street.
Mr. Prick, I'm sorry, but there are some yobbos outside.
Excuse me just a moment. Not in the street! No, look, I have neighbors. This is a neighborhood. The neighborhood watches. Yes, Mr. Prick, this is Dr. Christian Den Haag. Look, I want these women deflated right now. So, tell me, Mr. Prick, how is the abscess adjacent to your anus?
It is still very painful, Dr. Den Haag.
Well, where are you now, Mr. Prick? You sound as if you were walking. A man in your condition should remain very, very still.
I am in Wimbledon!
Oh, and why do you go there, Mr. Prick? It's for the tennis?
I am actually on the way to confront my daughter's boyfriend. I am going to beat him and his father to a pulp. The father has no moral code.
To a pulp? That's very serious. And where are you now exactly?
I am on the street where they live.
Where?
Oh, my God! It is him. Slippery. With my daughters. And naked dolls. Oh, the shame, Dr. Den Haag.
It's not the house of that mad-looking bloke outside, is it?
Yeah. Why are you going off the idea of staying?
Maybe.
You know, aggression is very bad for your anus. And, right, look, here's Rory. This is your chance to all really work out where you stand in relation to Rory.
Who's the guy with him? Maybe he's for me. I need someone to love.
How close are you to this man, Mr. Prick? I am concerned about your blood pressure.
Hi. What's up with him?
He's being a Dutchman while sorting our lives out.
Yeah, like he's the expert.
We must all settle down with one woman. Try Debbie.
Thanks.
Hey, Rory.
Hi.
Hey, Rory.
Hi. This is Kevin.
Hey, Kevin.
Mr. Prick, I have had a thought. Did you say Paul Slippery? Mm-hmm. And is he by any chance waving his leg around in a stupid fashion?
How did you guess?
Well, I know the man. Yes, he is notorious as a leg shaker. He is known all over South London for his cowardice. He's not worth fighting. I expect, Mr. Prick, that he has seen you now and is very probably backing away.
It is almost like you can see him too. How did you know?
Because it's absolutely typical behavior. But I must tell you to treat this man with respect and sensitivity because, you know, he's the world expert on your condition. Lonesome, yes, but a fabulous doctor. He's the king of the anal abscess. Just from one glance, he will be able to provide you with an accurate diagnosis. Well, I am at Schiphol Airport and I just heard the bing bong for my flight to Johannesburg. Goodbye, and remember, make a friend of Dr. Slippery and all your bottom problems will be over.
Proic alert.
Right, you little twat.
Steady on, old man.
Daniel Slippery. The only women you can deal with are those you have to blow up with a bicycle pump.
Hello, Daddy.
Hello, Lucy. Have no fear. Daddy's here. How did you manage to get yourself involved with a rat like this?
It's complicated.
I've tried so hard to keep you away from sex, Lucy, and now look at you!
Look, Norman, can I just say, I think I completely understand how you feel. I mean, we all feel a little bit confused. I mean, I'm very confused. Kevin's incredibly confused. He's homeless, for God's sakes.
I am?
You're all at it, aren't you? All the time. I don't know what to say to any of you. I'm distraught. I'm very distraught and a bit sad.
Look, Daddy,
But mainly what I feel is angry! 2 fists! 1 for each daughter!
Daddy, stop!
Mr. Proic, I'm so glad to see you. Good Lord. Mr. Proic, would you mind just taking a couple of steps? Mr. Proic, I think you and I ought to have a little conversation in private.
Oh, of course.
You were Macbeth. You were really good. Mr. Prowick, I hope you don't mind me asking you this, but are you afflicted at the present time with an intimate problem?
Did you know?
It's my business to know these things, Mr. Prowick. And if I were to say to you that your problem is in an area that is, let's say, the opposite of top, what would you say?
I would say you're a very remarkable man, Doctor.
Well, I've been doing some research into this. It seems that Dr. Pilfrey's miraculous Dreptomycil has been banned in the USA. It contains elements of niafluoroxenithol, a substance which, and I quote, can irritate the area around body openings in a way that may lead to inflammation, hypertrophy, and spasms that can be blah, blah, blah.
Can be what?
Fatal.
Oh, my God.
No, it's a legal thing. They have to say that.
You mean I could die?
Technically, yes. But, you know, you could die from an excess of whipped cream. As a matter of fact, that's what I plan to do tonight. It's called Proud Banana. Come to think of it, why don't you stay for dinner?
Oh, no, thank you. My wife is expecting me.
Well, give her a call. Tell her to come over.
Proud Banana, eh?
It's from the Big Book of Erotic Food.
Nice try.
Oh, I try.
Surinder, you got a minute? I think that Paul may have been seeing one of my patients as I wasn't in the surgery. Mr. Prowick.
Yes. You were prescribing him something called Dreptomycil. We've just found out some rather negative stuff about it.
I know. Me too. Just heard about it. Some Dutch doctor rang me up. God knows how he got my number. Claimed to be a world expert. I was devastated.
So you didn't know it was the drug causing Mr. Prowick's side effects?
Surinder, if I'd known that, I would have looked into it.
Well, he was complaining about side effects. He did have symptoms.
Side effects and symptoms. People come in here all the time and they go on and on about side effects and symptoms. Pain here, pain there. Most of it, as you and I know, Surinder, has very little relation to reality. There are more important things in life, aren't there?
Dr. Den Haag rang me too. Apparently, in Germany, they tried it on hamsters. They died within minutes.
As God is my witness, I never give it a single hamster.
Right. You know, we don't have to resolve the situation in a clear-cut way. You know, we can be flexible about it.
How do you mean flexible?
I think he means by going out with the both of you.
Oh, right. Because flexible also means you can stick your head up your arse.
Why are you getting all like that, Rena?
Chloe would never say anything like that to you.
Yes, but I don't want an inflatable girlfriend. I want a real...
So, what is going to happen to them all?
I have no idea, Mr. Prowick.
Call me Norman.
Oh, all right.
What's this?
This is an intimate dinner for two.
Hey, Mum.
Hey!
Hello. Hello.
Oh, that's rude.
Yeah, I think that's the point.
Strange, isn't it? Really, really strange.
Do you like the oysters?
Yeah, very nice.
What about the rest of it?
Erotic. Very erotic.
Do you want some more Proud Banana? It's probably wilted a bit. I'm sorry if I lost you that fat contract.
Oh, God, no, that doesn't matter. I'm just sorry you've still got to work with that little dick, Pilfrey.
Well, at least Norman and I are firm friends. Now that I've sorted out his bottom, he's eating out of my hand. If you take my meaning.
I know. He let both girls stay the night here.
And which one is sleeping with Daniel?
Oh, neither of them, though. I think he was hoping for a threesome.
Serves a little bastard right. So,
How do you feel?
erotic.
I feel erotic, too. And since, as we've already established, I can do things at twice your speed, I'm going to go behind that screen and re-emerge in a sexy nightie in the time it takes for you to snap your fingers.
Did you just say sexy nightie?
I did, and with pride.
There haven't been sexy nighties since 1974.
Yep. Well, one survived, and I own it. It's probably worth a fortune.
I love you.
Not as much as you will in a minute.
Pilfrey has fallen in love with Estelle.
Pilfrey's been calling me. He's been sending me emails.
What?
I think Mum should answer it.
What do we know? The women prefer bastards. So, Lucy, Laura, which one of you is sleeping with Dan at the moment?
Come into my parlor.
We've been answering Pilfrey's emails.
Did you know who you were dealing with?